Hi, I'm Anita Wood and welcome to my studio. Today I'm doing a short video on the use of masking fluid. Not actually how to use it and how to apply it, but what to do when you have a new container of masking fluid and it looks very thick and creamy. Okay, we'll start off with the masking fluid that I have used for years. It's called PBO drawing gum. You can use many masking fluids, whatever you prefer to use. Okay, so this is a brand new container. I just opened it a minute ago and I realized it was thick. And I mention this in my classes frequently. And I'm just going to show you what to do with this. Because basically when you open it like this, and if you can see it in here, there is a lot of goop in here. I find it is the thick goop that can easily tear your paper, which is something that you do not want. Masking fluid is something that you use primarily in watercolors, and it's for saving the whites of your paper. So first of all, any masking fluid that you get, do not shake it because it has latex in it, so you do want to stir it. So I'm using the end of my brush, which I've cleaned, just wiping it again, make sure there's nothing on here. And I go into it and I give it a stir. And I know that it's thick. It's been sitting here for a couple of months. And usually when I store my masking fluid, I do store it upside down in the bubble wrap little bags that it usually comes in. So now when I stir it, and take a look at that, there are some lumps in there. So the best way that I have discovered to save this or to use it is very simple procedure. Is you need to have probably a plastic container, or glass is good because it does not stick to it. Use a good paper towel, one that's nice and sturdy. I happen to use Bounty just because it is sturdy, and I'm just taking the plastic container like so, and taking the paper towel, putting it on the top, making a little dent, and now the stirred masking fluid, I just pour it through here. The paper towel acts like a filter. And because this is a new container, and I think that you can probably see here in the camera on the little bit of the thickness that's in here. That's the what I call the creamy part that you do not want to place on your paper, if at all possible. And usually when I have a new container like this, I will actually have two of these on the go just to speed up the process a little bit. And so there is another paper towel, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm going to let that soak through and do the same thing with this. The reason I use a good paper towel like Bounty or any of the brands that you like that's a little heavier, you can see that it's pouring through nicely, is because you don't want your paper towel to tear, because that kind of defeats the purpose. So if you can see this in the camera, I will hold it up once it goes through a little more, is you're just going to have beautiful, beautiful fresh masking fluid to work with. And this actually saves you a lot of money because you're going to have some of this as a waste, but you're not going to have to eliminate all your masking fluid. If you can see that on the camera, look at how nice and liquid that is now. So basically, that is the process. You pour that through. I have, like I said, I have two on the go because that's basically what it's going to take. And then the next step is to, when the masking fluid, when this bottle is empty, when it has all filtered through, then I just put water into this container, and you can see some of the goop up here now. So I put water in here, put the lid on it, give it a good shake. Anything that's left in here as the masking fluid is going to ball up. So you eliminate that, and you can actually use that ball as a masking fluid pickup or remover if you like. And then your container is clean. Then you just take what you've done here, and I'm going to move this so you can see it on the camera. I need to pick that up. And I'm doing this so that I can show you the effect of it. There we go. I'm going to put this into my palette here because it's not going to stick to it. But just so I can show you how nice and clean that is now and how fresh it is. So then when this is all finished, then and your container is clean, then you just pour this back into your container, put the lid on it, and you're good to go. And I've used containers like this in masking fluid for a couple of years, or as much as you need it. Depends on how much you use it. But it saves your masking fluid, and it's beautiful, and it keeps it fresh. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that you'll put this to use. Thank you.